You know, some of my favorite places to play are just the bigger cities that have big music scenes, like Denver and Chicago and New York City. Those are great places to be, even if you're not playing a show, but luckily they have awesome music scenes and we play big shows there, so it's always fun to go to those places, see a lot of friends, spend some time in the cities, and play some cool shows. One of my favorites is definitely 930 Club in DC. It's just like one of the most perfect theater club venues. It's like a nice small size, sounds amazing. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
What do you think is the proudest moment in the history of Lotus?
Going to Red Rocks and headlining was always a big thing because I grew up in Colorado, not far from there, and knew that it was this amazing venue. So being able to get back there and headline a show there was definitely big and definitely something on my list of goals since I was young.
What are your feelings on individual band members pursuing separate performances?
I think it's good. I have my own called Beardo Bees that's kind of focused on analog synths. We've been doing Lotus for so long, sometimes you can get bogged down in it, and it provides a way to be able to do something different, kind of branch out. So, sometimes I want to be able to spend all my time on Lotus, but sometimes I don't feel I have the ideas or energies to develop things for that. So I can work on things for Beardo Bees, or Luke can work on his DJ stuff, and other people in the band do collaborative projects with some other people as well. So I think it's a good thing.
Was the goal of Lotus to ever be involved in the dance music industry, or did you have another goal in mind when you started out?
No, we were always interested in playing dance music, but when we started, that idea of, at least what happens now, of festivals where there's equal number of DJs and laptop producers as there are bands, was something we really couldn't even imagine. There was the rave scene, and there was the jam band thing, and never the twain shall meet. So, it's funny because we were playing this dancey music and stuff that was, very much a rock band, but influenced by electronic music, and saw similarities. We're like, what if these two things came together? And then when they did, it didn't really work out exactly how I thought it was. The scene was the electronic scene stopped being so underground and became this mainstream pop thing. But it used to be that people that listened to more rock music would never consider listening to electronic music. I think the same was from the other side. People that listened to electronic dance music didn't want to hear bands at all. And I think for some people that's still the case, but I think nowadays it's like people are accepting of both. So I think that's a good step.
So where's your number one go-to studio?
There's one in Philly that we use a lot called Minor Street Studio, and it's cool because it's it's very close to my house, but we like to record to tape, so we like a place with a tape machine. They have a sweet tape machine that's 2-inch converted to 16 tracks, so normally 2-inch is 24 tracks, so if you go to 16, you cut out a lot of space between the tracks, so you get extra wide tracks, so that tape machine sounds awesome. They've got the old console from Sigma Sound New York, which they did some of the Talking Heads records on, and Madonna records, and I like how that sounds. And the engineer in there, Jonathan Lowe, has been great to work with. He's got a great ear, and he's been doing albums for The National and War on Drugs, and gets a great sound.
What do you think is the most defining factor that makes you as unique as you are?
We've been developing this group for so long. We just try to play on our own strengths and write to that. So, being incredible at your instrument is not really what makes a good group. Usually, I think sometimes that's a detriment to a group. It's figuring out how to play together and how to make the sum of the parts greater than those parts individually.
Do you have a crew that tours with you as far as the lighting side of things goes?
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about them, how you linked up with them?
Yeah, well, our primary LD, Scott Houston, has been with us for a long time. He went to college with us, and since we don't have a singer or a frontman, we always thought lights really helped the show and added something to it. And we don't want the lights to be the main focus, but we want them to add to what we're doing musically and be a complement.